What's a really obvious one? Before you even get here.
Show up.
Huh? Show up, yeah, that's a good one. That's it. But even before you show up, what should you have done?
Prepare. Prepare.
Prepared. It's amazing. It's amazing to me. This is a true story in my own chapter. Had a brand new member. We're talking about the fact that she's going to do a 10-minute presentation that day. She said, you know, I really don't like doing presentations. I'm very, very nervous. So I think what I'm going to do, I didn't really prepare anything. I think I'm going to wing it. Talk about where that person's going on the credibility scale. With me, I mean, holy mackerel, you're brand new. I understand you're nervous. That's okay. But if you're nervous and you don't like to do presentations, I would have hoped that you would have prepared a lot, way more than many of us that are more comfortable doing presentations. So that wasn't a very good. Oh, it was a question. I said, holy mackerel, 2 minutes left?
Yeah.
It is?
Yes.
Holy mackerel, we got to move. What's other things that we need to do? Huh? How about be as concise as possible? You know the ones that drag on, and drag on, and drag on? All right, so be concise.
Get to the point.
Let's go on over to the do not do's for a second, because there's more over here. What do you find some people do a lot of that you don't care about?
Overdo it with the materials they bring in, like overdo it in terms of they really rush around
Right,
to
they
try
overdo
to
it.
cram everything in.
What happens with some of the computer guys? They get really technical to me every once in a while, right? Too technical. Again, you don't need to get overly technical. I don't need to learn how to fix a computer, but I do need to understand that you are credible in fixing computers. Do you ever run into a situation? What was your question?
Say, don't speak down to people.
Don't beat down. Oh, you must have read. You cheated on my list, because that was exactly the one I was going to say. Don't beat down on people, and don't be negative to your competition, right? So just negativity in general just doesn't work. Keep it positive, and so on. One of the things that happens in many of my chapters is that if you're doing a presentation, somehow it started a long time ago that when you go around for your 60-second commercials or 30-second, whatever you do, they skip and they say, I'm presenting today. You only have about 50 opportunities a year to do your 60-second commercial and ask for business. So don't skip it. When it comes around the table, break that habit. Go ahead and do your commercial, and then when you do your 10-minute presentation, you're just going to expand on your 60-second commercial. And then the last one, which we very, very seldom do, at the end of a 10-minute presentation especially, is be very, very clear as to what kind of referrals you want and how you want them. I have, for example, a payroll person in a chapter. They don't need a hard referral. They just simply need a lead. They need for us to tell them that there is a person, that there's a company that's just opening, and they'll actually call on that company and figure out how to explain to them about payroll. Or there's realtors that want the FSBOs for sale by owners because they're going to send them a brochure and so. But most of us want real referrals, warmed up referrals. And so you're going to explain to them exactly the kind of person you want. And my last point, and we'll end, is that we all have, and I could talk more about this in a 60-second commercial, but we'll do it on a 10 because it's really an expansion of the 60-second commercial, is that we all have a habit of generalizing when we ask for referrals. We think that we're doing you a favor by saying, so if you know of anyone, or if you know of someone that is whatever, let me know. And you think I'm doing you a favor by saying that, because, my God, that net is so big. But if you're not getting referrals, try this. Next time say, I'm currently doing work for the Fairfield motor car dealership, which is Porsche, Audi, and
Mercedes.
Mercedes, thank you. And this is what I'm doing for them this week. And I would love to know have a contact at G&J Motors over on Black Rock Turnpike. So if you have a contact at G&J Motors, that's who I need. And I can guarantee you the difference between if you know anybody that sells cars compared to I'm looking for somebody to talk to at G&J Motors, the chances are that you're going to get a referral on that contact rather than just getting nothing, because people, the more specific you are, the more people can focus on exactly what you want. And that's just a big, big problem that we have in our 60-second commercials and also our 10-minute presentations. Be as specific as you possibly can. Any questions? Good. Thank you.